Alright guys, I got a new little fun project today. A fan of the channel told me to come get this Easy Go Workhorse golf cart. I think it's a pretty handy tool. It's got a hydraulic dump bed. The seat's a little messed up, but it does run, just doesn't run all the time. So first thing I'm going to do is make sure it's getting fuel, and then I'm going to clean that carburetor up. I'm going to make some room to get this thing in, so let's see if the old 18 van will fire up. Alright, I'm going to pull the carb off while it's on the trailer. So, I don't know if you've all ever seen one of these workhorse golf carts, but this one's got the hydraulic bed. You talk about handy. Okay, first thing you want to check is make sure your fuel pump is actually pumping fuel. And the way this thing works, that line right there goes into the crankcase. When the engine's turning over, it'll actually make it siphon fuel through this line to the carburetor. So I'm going to unhook this line and make sure fuel comes out when I crank it. Alright, let's see what that does. We're looking right at where the fuel line hooks up. Should be fuel come out. Oh yeah. No problem there. Let's go ahead and rip this carb off here and see how dirty it is. It looks pretty bad from the outside. There's the carburetor. Her glory. Alright, there's the carb. A little dirty on the outside, but that doesn't really matter. What matters is what it looks like on the inside. But In order to keep the dirt that's on the outside from getting somewhere we don't want, I'm going to clean it all up before I open it up. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's take the bowl off of this thing. Got some dirt in there for sure. Doesn't look that bad. I don't even know if that was in there right. That's a vent line there I just took off. Let's see what the main jet looks like. Main jet is not clogged. I can see daylight through it. This should be the pilot jet here, I do believe. If I can get it off of there. I don't know what that is. Alright, I got everything out of here, I believe, that I need to take out to do a proper cleaning. There's that pilot jet. I believe that's the pilot jet. Or something. Oh, there it is. Something like a pilot jet. Let's go ahead and put this in the cleaner and let it clean for a little while. Alright. There's the ultrasonic cleaner. Let that clean for a little while. Alright, there's the jets. And there's the main body. And there's the bowl all cleaned up. So let's throw it back together. Alright, there's the main jet going back in. Get me a smaller screwdriver. It's in there. This, I guess, is a metering rod. That's what it looks like anyway. Let's see what I used to get. Yeah, I used this. Just cover that. Here's your pilot jet, or yeah, basically pilot needle, whatever you want to call it. It's supposed to be lightly seated, and then turned out 1 to 3 turns. Right there. That's seated, I think. We'll go with that for now. It's a little knob you can turn it with. Alright. Alright. Next thing is the needle and seat. So that guess it goes around like that. Alright. Just slide this in there. I should be checking to make sure that this is adjusted properly, but I don't want to right now. Well, maybe I will check. Probably not. Alright, that's working. Now let's put the old float bowl on there. Let's throw this guy back on here. I may have to watch a video to figure out how to do this. The one I just made, actually. Past Justin helping future Justin. Goes on like that. If I'm putting it on wrong, tell me. go ahead and hook the fuel line up while we can get to it. Let's go ahead and, that looks like crap, so let's cut that off. Alright, we got the throttle hooked up, got the fuel hooked up. Guess we need to put this thing on. Goes on much your choke mount. I'm gonna clean that up real quick. Alright, that's a little cleaner. Still looks like crap. It's gonna be hell to get that back on there. Alright, let's try it out. See if it'll even run. One thing I noticed, I was testing it, is check the spark plugs, and they've got an orange spark to them, so I think that coil is going bad, the ignition coil. So that'll be the next thing I change on this thing. But it is running better than what it was. I appreciate y'all watching. If you like this kind of stuff, comment, like, and subscribe.